Bears fans, welcome back. It is Thursday, to which I apologize for missing my initial injury report video yesterday. Had some issues at work. Work ran long. Was a little tired. Y'all know how that goes. And then obviously with the election before that, we had stayed up all night watching that, so I was already behind on sleep. And I fell asleep pretty much right when I got home yesterday. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic week thus far. So, a Thursday edition for the injury update. And Cubs fans, White Sox fans, not to worry, I'm not ignoring you. I will have a couple of videos to put out for you guys this weekend with the GM meetings wrapping up and some other Cubs and White Sox notes. So, you guys will be getting some videos as well. But, Bears fans, let's get into it. This injury list that I'm looking at on my laptop screen right here is not looking good. Not looking good at all. We still got Amagaji on there with his calf injury. He did not practice. We have Jaquan Brisker. He has already been listed as out, so we will dive into detail about him in a minute because that is concerning. Braxton Jones, limited practice. Kyler Gordon, limited practice. They are looking like they will return on Sunday, so that is good. We also have Terrell Smith, Montez Sweat, Daryl Taylor, limited practice. Ryan Bates and Tevin Jenkins, full practice. So we are looking to get those guys back as well. Now, right off the bat, Jaquan Brisker. Whew, man, that's a tough one because he got concussed. What is it? 31 days ago now. He has missed 4 games plus the bye week. It is not looking good. He is not. It doesn't sound like he's trending backwards, but he is also not getting any better. The problem that I have with this is I have said to take your time, get it right, and make sure that he is good to go for your divisional games. But now you're still in a point 5 weeks later where he is still listed as did not practice at all. He hasn't even moved to limited practice. They won't say what in the concussion protocol he can't get cleared, but it is still something that he is not clearing nonetheless, and it is not helping our man there. However, the Chicago Bears did get a safety as just to add for depth, and I'm looking at that right now because I forgot who that was. Let's see. They added Travarius Moore to the active roster. He's a defensive back, and T.J. Woods to the practice squad. That is who I am seeing. Andrew Billings also goes on the injured reserved list because of that torn pectoral muscle. That is a big hit to the defensive line because he could run through 3 guys if he had to. He was a really good pass rusher from the line, and he was also semi-decent at the run game that our defense seems to be struggling with. But either way, getting him put on IR keeps him out for at least 4 weeks, although being that he did have surgery for that pectoral muscle, I think it's safe for all of us to assume he will be out for the rest of the season, although the Bears have not stated he'll be out for the rest of the season. So, there's also that. Also on this transaction report that I'm looking at, Darrington Evans returns to the Chicago Bears to the practice squad. He has been with us twice before, so just getting a little bit of extra depth there. So the good thing, like I said, the good thing coming out of this this list is Montez Sweat. You definitely missed not having him in Arizona. I think that was pretty obvious because 95% of Arizona's run game was onto Montez Sweat's side of the field. So that would be good to get him back. Tevin Jenkins, it just seems like he just goes down mid game with these injuries, and then he just bounces back in practice, and he's there for the following week. So really no comment on him. Let's see here. Kyler Gordon being full practice, getting him back this week will also be very good for the Chicago Bears. Not that I fully believe that Chicago's defense's secondary is very deep. He is a playmaker, so getting Kyler Gordon back will definitely be a little bit of help as well. A lot was said in the media the last 24 hours. It still looks like that we're going to be rolling out the same type of guys, even with all these injuries, which absolutely makes no sense. Like I said, just getting Bates and Tevin back for the offensive sign would be kind of big because we're limited as it is. Our offensive line is not that strong as it is, and now you got more injuries to go on top of it. So, I'm hoping that getting him back will. I'm hoping that getting those two guys back will at least make the offensive line look semi-competent and help us get back to that weeks like 3 through 6 level of competition. Do I really think it'll happen? Probably not. But am I hopeful for it? Yes, because I don't want to see Caleb Williams getting killed on an ungodly level. So there is that. Other than that, today, guys, not a whole lot of Chicago Bears news going on. Just kind of scrolling down here, looking at New England's, looking at New England. Their safety Kyle Duggar's out. That could be huge for them. Their linebacker Christian Ellis is out with an abdomen injury. They didn't practice either day this week. And then everybody else looks to be limited practice on their injury list. And I mean, these are guys that I'm not really familiar with, so I don't know really what that what I'm not really sure like what that impact is, but I definitely know of Kyle Duggar and Christian Ellis, so that could be issues for them. Just a nice, quick, simple video today. Not a whole lot really going on. We're basically in that same limbo thing when it comes to Jaquan Brisker. We want to see him back. We want to see him get healthy. But, I mean, concussions are just one of those things where some players can bounce back in a week and then be full practice the following week and come back. And some players, concussions just take a little bit longer to clear. And this concussion wouldn't even be any bit of Brisker's fault. The tight end leaned into him, so I guess that could also make it different compared to him healing up from his previous 2 concussions, where he hit the guy. Now you got the guy hitting him, and that could also mean a longer period as far as getting healthy. But like I said. I would prefer that when it comes to Brisker, the Bears play that one smart. You definitely would want him back for the divisional play coming up here, starting with Green Bay next week. So hopefully we could see that turn around a little bit next week. But again, like I said, the Bears are kind of leaving it up in the air. Not a whole lot to go off of because they just keep saying that there's one thing that he's just not clearing in that concussion protocol. And unless Brisker comes out himself and says it, we kind of really don't know. But this could be a really good comeback, get right type of game for the Chicago Bears. I will be doing the keys to the game tomorrow and kind of a preview of the game for the Patriots, so I don't want to talk a lot about that in this video. But one last thing that I did want to hit on is that I'm seeing quite a bit of rumors floating around that if the Chicago Bears lose against the Patriots on Sunday, that Matt Eberflus would become the first Chicago Bears head coach to be fired mid-season. Do I believe that? Not necessarily, because the Bears have never fired a head coach mid-season. However, could I also believe that the Bears fandom pressure is starting to get to upper management? Yes, because I think that the fans are starting to speak loud enough that the Bears may actually be looking inward on that one. If you lose to a team like the Patriots, I mean, that's just unacceptable because, earlier in the year, you were doing what you were supposed to do and you were winning against the bad teams like you were supposed to. And then you come out of the bye super flat. Now you're looking at playing the Patriots, where if you lose that game, I could 100% see Eberflus and Shane Waldron both being fired mid-season. Now, do I think that that's conducive to the point where Caleb Williams is at in his career? I don't know. Maybe because I mean, you also didn't go and get any sort of help at the trade deadline. We were looking for at least one offensive lineman, and we didn't even get that. Not to say that there was very good offensive linemen to go after, but I think with some of the guys that you're rolling out there on a weekly basis, something is better than nothing. I think that trying to help Caleb Williams in any way you can would show that you're in on the coaching and in on Williams. I think that, also not doing anything at the trade deadline is kind of a detriment to the coaching. I think that there's a whole lot going on there. I would like to do a separate video just speaking on what I think happened with the deadline and what that means as far as the coach's tenures at Chicago and how that affects that. I'm a firm believer that they're going to go after Ben Johnson in the offseason, but we also have to get to the offseason first. So there's also that. Chicago Bears fans, you leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. What about Jaquan Brisker? Is this going to make it seem like his career in Chicago might get cut short after his rookie deal is up? Do you think that he will be just fine the rest of the year when he comes back? What do you feel about the offensive line, the guys that are coming back? Do you think that the offensive line could go back to that weeks 3 through 6, getting guys like Tevin Jenkins and Ryan Bates back? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell too so we can beat that algorithm, because God knows that the little man on YouTube never wins with the algorithm. But let's have a discussion down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the keys to the game, Chicago Bears fans. Y'all have a good one.